Crime and punishment is as old as mankind itself. For most of history, incarceration has been viewed as a means of confining criminals until punishment was administered. Prisons have been used for detention as far back as the Old Testament. However, it was only in the 19th century, beginning in Britain, that prisons as known today became commonplace. The notion of prisoners being incarcerated as part of their punishment and not simply as a holding state until trial or hanging was at the time revolutionary. This is when prisons began to be used as criminal rehabilitation centers. Fast forward to the 21st century. Despite being blessed with natural wonders and emerging economies, islands of the Caribbean region have been plagued with an increase in criminal activity, the result of which has been a rapidly expanding penal colony. We have watched almost helplessly as a crime wave began to erode the social fabric of some of the more developed countries. Jamaica, Trinidad, and Belize have all been under tremendous pressure, nursing unprecedented prisoner intakes. We small islands have not been spared. We are bedeviled by crime and buffeted by violence, and historically, the penal system has been perceived as part and parcel of this problem. The Association of Caribbean Heads of Corrections and Prison Services rejects that notion. We see ourselves as part of the solution. If we are going to ameliorate the vexing levels of violence, we must develop a unified collective perception of incarceration. We must therefore view corrections as an integral and tangible solution to crime. Most of our member states inherited the time-worn philosophy of retributive justice from our former colonial system. Thankfully, there has been a paradigm shift from the retributive model to the restorative system. Corrections is not just about control and containment. We are equally engaged in the business of crime prevention via ongoing staff development, proper sentencing planning, rehabilitation programs, and successful reintegration of offenders. Collectively, these initiatives are part of a strategy that is geared towards controlling every prison's cancer: overcrowding. As a unified body, we call on our respective legislative branches to supply our department with a framework that will address the overall goal to maximize efficiency in the operations of corrections administration, one of which must be professional development training for all correctional staff, in keeping with our mission to promote professional development of all personnel involved in the corrections sector, to ensure best practices and procedures, and to meet the needs of the prison environment in individual countries and the region as a whole. Finally, I take this opportunity to welcome you to our 238 square miles of tropical paradise. Before you leave, be sure to soak in some of the sights which makes us one of the most award-winning destinations. Don't miss the world's only driving volcano and the unofficial 8th wonder of the world. There's a lot to see by sea. Please, don't miss our special treat just for you. Once again, welcome to the annual Association of Caribbean Heads of Corrections and Prison Services Conference.